U.S. Representative Nathaniel Moran reacted to the news on social media, writing, quote, "Peace through strength in action." This was a necessary step to protect America and its ally Israel from the clear and present danger presented by Iran and its advanced nuclear program. This is the kind of leadership the moment demands. Meanwhile, Senator John Cornyn posted in part, quote, "President Trump made the courageous and correct decision to eliminate the Iranian nuclear threat. God bless the USA." U.S. Senator Ted Cruz sent a 3-paragraph statement that said the U.S. spent 2 months exploring whether Iran would negotiate a settlement, adding in that statement, quote, "At the end of that period, Iranian regime officials declared that instead of agreeing to a deal, they would open a new enrichment facility and instill more advanced centrifuges." Republican Pat Fallon has also chimed in, writing in part, quote, "Let me be clear, Iran cannot possess nuclear weapons under any circumstances. Thank you to our brave service members for getting the job done." And Congressman Lance Gooden also posted, writing, quote, "Peace through strength. Thank you, Mr. President, and our great military, and especially to God for our pilot's safe return."